So I just got kicked out of Walmart. I was petitioning. I didn't come here because I bank at Academy Bank inside of Walmart, so I had to I had to withdraw some money, and I figured because Walmart's a great place to petition, and people are usually on the lower side of the socioeconomic ladder, and they're willing to help for the most part, more often than say King Supers or something. But they were nice. They told me I couldn't be there. I told them I knew exactly why I couldn't be there. It's because Walmart's a huge company and they don't want, these petitions tend to be more progressive. They aren't always, but Walmart does not want any change. So they just say, or anything that could potentially, conflict with their business or slightly upset a customer. So I've got to leave. Dollar Tree it is. We're going to head back to Dollar Tree. So I actually was doing pretty well. That's the unfortunate thing. So I'm here at Dollar Tree, and I've actually done good the first hour. They don't get nearly as much traffic over here. Done well the first hour, I should say. Which is proper grammar here. About $13 worth. I've been averaging about 10, so that's pretty good. If I can stay on that pace, I'll get maybe $60 for the day, not too far behind. So I was at Dollar Tree, and it was okay. Initially, it was really good, and then it slowed down. But then the guy who actually got me started in this showed up right as I was getting back from McDonald's. I had my refill on water, 80% water, 20% Sprite, and I didn't want to work over there with him because I would have been eating into his signatures, and the guy got me started, so I decided to chance it out here in the sun at King Supers. You thought Walmart was hostile. You haven't seen anything yet. So surprisingly, they didn't give me any issues at King Supers. I ended up with like $45 worth of signatures. I did see a lesbian couple, and I'm totally in favor of gay rights. I was here yesterday. I was at this King Supers yesterday petitioning. We're sorry for customers. We truly apologize for democracy in action. We're truly sorry that our premises was used to possibly create positive change in this country. For that, we deeply apologize. Because if you don't do it in front of stores, not a lot of places get enough foot traffic. So there's 3 campaigns that I'm doing. Campaign finance, a tax increase on income above $150,000 and $500,000 for public schools, allocating funds for maintenance and construction projects of roads without increasing taxes, increasing the debt, and eminent domain, making sure that homeowners receive fair market value for their home. Let's say if their neighbor's home is seized for eminent domain, light rail extension, whatever it is. 3 of those I felt very comfortable with. The campaign finance one is worded very confusing, and I wanted to look that one up just to see, because I kind of don't trust it a little bit, and this is what I found. The title clause on the petition itself is much briefer. It's it basically says if a candidate directs over $1 million to his or her own campaign in any primary or general election, then every candidate can accept 5 times the amount. Normally, it's like that, very confusing. So it says if any candidate directs at least $1 million to his or her own election, then any candidate for that same primary or general election can accept 5 times the amount that they were normally. This isn't the capped at or something, but so then the confusing is, okay, why can this guy put in $1 million, and then why do they get accept what maybe they put in $1 million, now they can accept? So, and a couple people said, oh, this is out to get Jared Polis, who's running for governor here in Colorado, because he put in over, I guess if it's your own money, you can put in as much as you want. So he was basically funding his own campaign. And that's what got me thinking about it, because it's worded in such a confusing way. It's not, it's like grammatically, it's just, there are all these issues with it. And another guy said, well, they do this intentionally. They try to do this intentionally so they can confuse you. Or they can skate around it somehow and sort of do as they please. And it's written by lawyers. And so I started thinking, why is it so confusing? And I would spin it the way I would want to spin it. So I showed you the information there. I found that on Ballotopia, and then it also shows who initiated the petition, and it was 2 Republicans. I'll show you that. So those people were right, I think, that were saying that this is legislation that's out to get Polis. And I think he's a nice guy, actually. I was reading up on him, and he so the max, I believe the max individual contribution that you can make is $575. He put his own cap on it. He doesn't want anyone to make a contribution more than $100. That's pretty nice. And he's put in multiple millions of his own money. And so we saw the guy that sponsored it, or whatever his name was, Brophy. And he's from Holyoke, Colorado. So at least if somebody's screwing me over, I want him to be from Colorado. The lady's from Missouri or something. I'm so annoyed by these people, especially the ones that end up getting power. They just come in here and they live here for a couple of years, and then they're in a position of power. There's nothing more annoying than that. So I'm gonna keep doing this though, because it's $2 a signature, and I don't know what I'm not gonna, because I don't want to mislead the people. I'm just gonna, I guess I'll just say exactly what it says, but I'm not gonna try to convince you, because prior to learning this, I would try to convince people, and I would try to spin it, saying, after the Citizens United decision, I would talk about the unlimited amount of money that the political action committees get. I don't think this has anything to do with that, to be honest with you. So I feel bad that I mentioned that. But I'm going to keep doing the petition, and but I'm not gonna try to mislead them.
Contribute on the About screen of the channel by clicking on the PayPal button. Please remember to subscribe, and hit the dislike button at the bottom of the page.